It's a battle we've been covering for 2 years now. White's Ferry has been closed since 2020 thanks to a dispute with the landowner on the Virginia side. So why are they so upset? Well, take a look at this map. Without White's Ferry, you have to go all the way around the Potomac. That adds an extra 43 minutes of driving between Virginia and Maryland versus a 4-minute ferry ride. Today, hundreds of protesters gathered to say, they've had enough. They held a rally today in front of the dock in Poolesville, Maryland. Our Adam Longo was there and he joins us now live. Hey, Adam.
Hi, Lorenzo. So the battle, as you mentioned, has been ongoing for 2 years. But before that, White's Ferry has been operating continuously for 230 years. That is, until 2 years ago today, in December of 2020, when this dispute between the ferry owner on the Maryland side and the landowner on the Virginia side caused operations to completely shut down. The ferry hasn't moved since. Had a chance to talk with Montgomery County Executive Mark Elrich just within the past 2 hours. He was sitting down over here in the cafe having lunch. I sat down with him. He told me he actually had the Virginia landowner on the phone today, and he said he's confident, he's hopeful, optimistic, fingers crossed, they might be able to make a deal.
What do we want?
So big rally out here at 2 o'clock today. Hundreds of people here. Now the ferry, it's a big lifeline between rural Montgomery County and Poolesville and Leesburg and Loudoun County, Virginia, just on the other side of the river. Hundreds of vehicles made this crossing of the Potomac, and that meant hundreds of cars weren't crossing the American Legion Bridge or the Route 15 bridge at Point of Rocks. Now everything was going great until both sides locked horns over money and the ferry shut down service 2 years ago today. I talked to a local business owner about how the closure has affected things.
I would say it's definitely impacted our business as far as getting the Virginia people to come over too. I mean, we still have a fair, do a lot of business in Maryland, but it's a big chunk that we don't even, anticipate having anymore.
Also had a chance to talk with Maryland State Delegate David Frazier Hidalgo. He says every 6 weeks there's a small group that comes together and discusses some of the options about how they can get this thing up and running again. They had their first meeting literally weeks after this shutdown in December of 2020 before New Year's. Now, one potential proposal that's being floated out there is perhaps the ferry owner paying the Virginia landowner 50 cents per car. That's one of many things that is on the table for discussion. But I can tell you this tonight, Lorenzo, it is in everyone's financial interest. That's what I'm hearing from everyone. It's in everyone's financial interest to come together and solve this because no one's making any money without this ferry running across the Potomac. We're going to be diving much deeper into this story again tonight on WUSA 9 News at 11, so we hope to see you there for that as well. We're live out here in western Montgomery County, White's Ferry. Adam Longo, WUSA 9.
Yeah, with so much on the line, we thought, 2 years ago when it shut down, they're going to resolve this pretty quickly. But now you're talking about 2 years later. You can't blame those folks for speaking up today.